If you meditate or you've meditated for a while, you might notice that thoughts just arise on their own, and there's no self that's making the thoughts arise. You might sit there and you might notice as thoughts just arise and vanish on their own without the you that's controlling them. You might then fall into the trap, like I once did, of thinking that you have no control over thoughts. So it's a bit of a paradox, right? At some level, you can't really control what arises. But at another conscious level, you can kind of change what you want to think about. For example, if I asked you to change, let's say you were very feeling a particular emotion or thinking a particular thought about kangaroos, and I told you to think about a different animal. If you really try to do it, you can do it, right? So you have then changed what you have thought about. However, the fact that different thoughts are now arising spontaneously on their own, well, there's no self that's actually doing that, is there? Well, the trap is that and I see this in the meditation community, and I've experienced this myself, is you then start to feel like, well, I don't have any control over my reality because things are just happening and unfolding on their own, so there is nothing I can do. It's a bit of a paradox, and I wanted to talk about this in this video because it's something that has confused me in the past, and it has led to unfortunate situations where I haven't, for example, taken full responsibility, and I believe this is a common trapping or ego mechanism that your mind utilizes to prevent you from taking responsibility and accountability for actions and thoughts in your life. After investigating into some of the Buddhist teachings, you realize that a pillar of the Buddhist teachings is to have right thought, have right mind. And so not only are they practicing to observe, but they're practicing to redirect. And I believe that aspect of redirection is incredibly important in a well-balanced practice, because you can consciously redirect what you think about. But is there that you that's actually doing that? That's the paradox. At some level, you can redirect your thoughts. And it's helpful to understand that you can do that. But at another level, the fact that it's all arising on its own, like clouds in the sky, and there's no you that's really doing it, is another thing that is important to understand. The difference, I believe, is that these are two different things, but because we understand them linguistically using words, and we start to believe the words are things, we get confused, and we start to use logic to tie one to the other. We'll think that they are the same, but they aren't. So, to conclude in this video, I believe that redirecting thought and having right thought is incredibly important. At the same time, as you meditate, you start to lose that idea of that you that is thinking. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that there's no you doing any of that, and that you have no control and therefore give up. I ask my takeaway from this video is to inquire into that. Really look into what are those two things made up of. It's something I'm still thinking about, it's something I'm still working out, and yeah, I'm curious about what your thoughts are, so let me know in the comments below. Peace.